Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, yes, tamu sana. The race for Bomet gubernatorial seat seems to be proving a thorn in the flesh for William Ruto. And it seems to be reviving the old rivalry between Isaac Ruto and William Ruto. Yesterday, William Ruto and his brigade held a public rally in Bomet County. And from the speakers who spoke, it was very evident and clear that Isaac Ruto commands a very big support in Bomet County. Other leaders yesterday who spoke, who are trying to tell Bomet residents to vote for other candidates, found it very, very hard. In fact, a majority of them were heckled. It later forced Isaac Ruto to intervene and calm down the heckling supporters. So yesterday, it became very clear that Isaac Ruto is a force to reckon with in Bomet County. So earlier today, or rather for the better part of today, some residents of Bomet County were seen uprooting other symbols and then replacing them with Chama Mashinani symbols, the gumboots. You know, Oda uses wheelbarrow, while Isaac Ruto uses gumboot as his symbol. So residents were seen uprooting wheelbarrow and replacing them with gumboot symbols. Have a look at this.
Ayan, Goro.
Yes, that's Bomet. And from the look of things are getting a little bit interesting there. What does that mean politically? That's our analysis and discussion right now. So if in case you've just bumped here, tap on the subscription button and also on the notification bell. What does that mean? There are only three meanings, or rather three things that can explain that. The first meaning, or rather the first thing, Isaac Ruto, former Bomet governor, is proving an alternative force in Bomet County. And I tend to believe that his influence in Bomet is actually going to lure some very strong aspirants to his Chama Mashinani party. Yes. And he might just end up denying other party quite a number of elective seats in Bomet. Because we all know that in the last election of 2017, Isaac Ruto gave Jubilee's candidate, Laboso, a run for her money. But again, there were also some allegations of rigging in Bomet County. There was the constant 54% that we saw in Meru, we saw it in Nairobi, Bomet, and also in Machakos. So it's believed that in the last election, Isaac Ruto might have won that seat. But because of the constant 54%, he was just rigged out. And in yesterday's rally, that one somehow came out clearly. Because a majority of the attendees who attended that rally were in support of Isaac Ruto. So looking at this incident of today, it convinces me that as we head towards August election, a majority of strong aspirants might identify with Isaac Ruto, and that will deny William Ruto some very good seats in Bomet County. William Ruto wants this thing of 6-piece, but that, according to me, might not work in Bomet County. And then secondly, if things remain constant as they are, it's clear that Barchok is a weak candidate. And then John Mosonik, again, is not very much in touch with the ground in Bomet. So this gives Isaac Ruto an easy sail. Or rather, this gives Isaac Ruto a very good chance of actually recapturing back that seat. So I tend to believe that upon Isaac Ruto winning that seat, come August this year, we might see Isaac Ruto and William Ruto's rivalry coming up once more. That rivalry might just come up once more. So from where I sit, I tend to believe that Isaac Ruto, upon winning that seat, we might see a supremacy battle for the Kalenjin vote, between Isaac Ruto and also William Ruto. Because as things stand today, besides William Ruto, the only other Kalenjin leader who is appearing to have the muscle, maybe to challenge William Ruto politically, in terms of language, siasa ya mdomo, is only Isaac Ruto. So if he wins that seat, I'm seeing a definite thing. I'm most likely seeing a situation where their rivalry is going to emerge once more. They are going to be fighting for the supremacy, or for the control of the Kalenjin vote. That's going to happen immediately Isaac Ruto recaptures that seat. And then another thing, ladies and gentlemen, the strong presence of Chama cha Mashinani in Bomet might thwart William Ruto's ambition of 6-piece voting in the Rift Valley, or rather in his strongholds. Because William Ruto is very keen on 6-piece voting. Yes, he's very, very keen on that. But as Chama cha Mashinani's presence grows stronger and stronger in Bomet, other Kalenjin counties might also borrow a leaf from Bomet. And we might just find them voting for some other leaders who are not necessarily in order. And in a nutshell, that is actually going to weaken William Ruto in the Rift Valley and also out of Rift Valley. And also if you look at the mountain, William Ruto has also been trying to drive that agenda of a 6-piece. Or he has been driving that agenda that on the mountain, it's only UDA party. If you want to work with him, then you must just join UDA. But as Bomet is now proving a hard nut to crack, or rather to crack, that is also going to injure William Ruto's ability to make sure that he achieves his 6-piece kind of a narrative in some of his strongholds, maybe even on the mountain. Because now the residents of Mount Kenya will now ask if in his own Kalenjin backyard, his people are rejecting 6-piece kind of voting. Why must we adopt it here on the mountain? So I tend to believe that this issue, or rather this thing, the presence of a strong Chama cha Mashinani in Bomet also injures William Ruto's popularity in the Rift Valley and outside of Rift Valley. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that these three things best explains that video we have just seen there. From that video, it's clear that Isaac Ruto supporters, they are raring for a fight, and they are actually removing older symbols and replacing them with Chama Cha Mashinani symbols. And that just shows that Chama Cha Mashinani is becoming a force to reckon with in Bomet County. So in this year's election, we might just find other leaders being elected in Bomet County through Chama Cha Mashinani and not necessarily ODA. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, just as I did indicate when we were starting, if you've just bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. If you are watching us outside Kenya and you are watching us for the very first time, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. And if possible, subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans now, our subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you, God bless Kenya. And to any other person who is also a fan of ours here, but you have not yet subscribed, take this opportunity right now, tap on the subscription button and also on the notification bell to receive a notification anytime we upload a new video. Yes. And if possible, subscribe and drop a comment. Yes. Let me stop there. God bless you. God bless Kenya.